All right, guys. Welcome to the Russell Hantz Show. We have the beautiful Haley in the house and the handsome Cameron in the house.
That's
That's
right.
right. That's right. So today, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to talk about the top 100 that's you see that's extremely popular right now. We have uh, almost 40,000 views on our first episode. This one's probably going to have around 40. They're going to have over 100,000 views as it goes along. The last one dropped is going to be pretty amazing, but we're getting a little hate on some names again, guys. The way we put this down, like some survivors are texting me, like some of the survivors are really messaging me and saying, "Am I in the top 100?" Like they it's getting to
If
a
you have
place,
if you have to ask,
right? Well, they had a few. I'm not going to say any names, but a few that text me. I'm like, "Of course you are." I'll talk about Michelle in a little bit too, because she thinks she don't even deserve. Like we've had a conversation, a text conversation, and she says I don't deserve to be in the top 100. I'm like,
after season 40,
after I'm like Michelle. I mean, I said I'm gonna go ahead and break out the text here because it blew my mind. I'm like, are you really? Are you just trying to? You just trying to be nice? Because I said Sandra, Rob, Russell, which is me, Natalie, Tony, Amanda, and you are the only players in the history of the game to get to the finals twice.
let
So,
me add to that stat too. She's the only winner that's played more than once that has not been voted out.
right, crazy. She played two times. She's been to the end two times, and she's like, "Well, that doesn't mean I'm good." Yes, it means you're good.
Yeah, that takes skill.
Yeah, you're either
Right.
you're the pretty good or you're the luckiest person ever to play the
Yeah,
game. And I don't think she's
I
the
mean,
luckiest
there's
person ever to
definitely
play the
luck
game.
involved, but not to get that far. That's not all luck. That takes some skill.
No, she's really good at her social part of the game. You know,
Yep.
people like her. You know, you have to like someone, you have to believe in someone, you have to trust someone to get further in the game. So I'm having these survivors message me, am I in the top 100? This is how it goes, guys. If you're not, if you're lower or whatever, it's not because of me. Like we have five people,
Yeah.
five, and then each person did their list. We put them together. We mathematically come up with a number. And
Yeah.
that's how.
Figure it out.
Right. That's how the list, like Troy Zan, I had him higher on my list. He ended up by being 100.
I
Yeah,
You know,
know. I was
that was crazy.
surprised. Yeah,
right.
I was very surprised.
Like
I
someone
was,
like Sugar. I had Sugar on my list because she's a memorable character. It's Sugar.
mm-hmm.
And she made honorable mention. She didn't even make the 100.
Wow. Yeah, I was
So,
surprised at some of the people
yeah,
that how it was.
like they have some people that's going to be like Boo. Two people had Boo on their list, or
97.
three people had Boo, and then Phil and Alexa didn't have him at all. So then he was 90, what,
7.
97?
Yeah,
So,
97.
and then somebody else did a list recently and put Boo at 130. And I think Boo's starting to get a little bit of respect. So he called me. He's like, he wants to do a campaign on getting on Survivor again. Like it's people are starting to say, "Oh, remember Boo? Yeah, we remember Boo." So he's gonna go on. We're gonna try to get him. You know, call Rob C.
Yeah.
Talk on there. Come on here. Talk on here. Do your thing. This is your shot,
So has he wanted to play again before, or was he like
dude.
he did it and then he was out, or how's that been?
Boo said that he would pay for his flight. He would pay for his room. He just wants to get to LA and
So
talk
he
to them.
tried.
He said, "I will pay, you know, to get there. You don't have to pay me." And then just I need to talk to Jeff. Like put me in front of Jeff, and then I'll be on the season. Look,
Yeah.
he after he played. This is the credit I give Boo. After he played, he got me on. He got James on. He got Colton on. He got Shannon.
Wow.
uh, you know, they were bums, but still the personalities, you know, the personalities though. Colton's personality, Shannon's personality, me and James. He got Brandon on Big Brother, Willie, you know, so it's like all these crazy personalities. Boo was the reason they got on these shows. So he's like, Russell, do you see I told you what to say. I told you do this, do that. In the video, he's the reason I was aggressive. He's like, be aggressive. Say you'll stab your mom in the back. Say you'll do this. You'll do this. So I went along with the way he wanted to do the video. So in other words, he's like, I know what they want. Do you think I'm not going to know what to say behind cameras this time? Do you think I'm not going to play aggressive this time? He's like, I regret every single thing I did the first time when it come to the character that he played.
How does he, like, is that just a talent he has, or does he have a background in some sort of like film or something like that? Like, how does he know, hey, do
He's
this,
good
do
at
that,
it, man.
and then you'll get noticed?
He's good at it. He's good at it. He's good at that kind of thing. And I mean, he had the only two-time fan. I was two-time fan favorite. James was two-time fan favorite. So he, you know, the only two-time fan favorites, Boo got on the show. He did a video with James. James is a real grave digger.
Right.
Like he's a real grave digger. Like it's crazy. Like they still use shovels. James is digging the grave, digging a real grave, because he went to his workplace. So he's digging someone's grave, and Boo's like, he has the camera, and he's like, take your shirt off, take your shirt off. And he's like, because he's like, you think I'm gonna? James is like, I don't know what happened to Haley. We lost Haley. She needs to go to that good side of her room. Haley, go back, go. Well, she's gone. So he's like, he's digging, right? James is digging some poor soul's grave. And then Boo's like, he's like, you think I ain't going to be good in challenges? And then when he says that, Boo's like, take your. So he throws down the shovel and he takes his shirt off and he's shredded. And he's like, you think I ain't going to be good in challenges? And that's all he says to the camera.
This is an idea that I just had off the fly. Like, I just came to me. I don't know. I'll run it by you. I don't know if we can actually do this, but you said audition tapes. Would we be able to do something to where we can get people together and like view their audition tapes with them and like talk about the videos they sent in to get on Survivor? Or does Survivor have like the rights to those videos or something?
No. Once they get it, you mean if somebody wants to get on Survivor and they submit their video?
No, like let's say for example, James. We're talking about James's casting video
right.
and then to get on the show. Like if you bring James on to a video like this and you watch his casting video with them and you guys talk about it.
Yes.
And
no, that's something we could do personally, like in the Patreon group.
Yeah.
I could go live with that's a good idea. I might do that with some of the people that's trying to get on the show. What I'll do is if they're a patron, we'll go live and say, no, don't do that. Because I'm honest and I'm like, no, that's not going to work. You know, you need to do something else. You need to do something else. And until we get it right before they send it to CBS.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I tell you right now, the number one person that we have in the Patreon group that could be on Survivor is Haley. 100%. If she really wanted to do it, if you really wanted to do it, I guarantee you I can get you on.
Yeah, I've thought about that. I kind of have a hookup now.
Yeah, you should. If you depending on if you wanted to or not.
And we could even get her a Survivor coach with Corey. That man knows everything. He could talk to you. He could show you the ropes on the show.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's definitely something that I've thought about.
Would you quit, Haley? If it got really bad. If it got really, really bad.
Nope.
You don't see yourself tapping out.
No, absolutely.
Do you step down and off an immunity challenge for fried chicken?
Cheeseburger?
There you go. Do you roll over the little beauty queen in a challenge?
Yeah. No problem.
when you hold the pads and you're on the circle and you got to mow her over into the water?
What you do, Haley, is you smack her in the head with that big thing. Pow!
I might get thrown off for that.
No, you don't. No,
we encourage it. That's what they want the challenge for.
Yeah, that's what Randy did that with the big thing.
With my fist.
Oh no, yeah, you can't smack him.
I'm not gonna go there. No.
Okay. What happens? And I know we're getting to any of you guys want to be on Survivor. That's a good idea. Go to join my Patreon group, and we can do a 101 until you get that video right. That's one thing that I do for my patrons. But back to you, Haley. You can if someone spits in your face, what do you do then?
It just depends.
I mean,
You gotta be there.
do you, it's hard for me to say I'm gonna walk away, but I'm walking away.
Yeah,
In
well,
real life, we fighting.
you wouldn't do anything that would get you thrown off the show. I mean, you just wouldn't.
I have people think that I don't have that what it takes to walk away from something like that, especially my family.
But
They're like, no way.
if you make it
But
on Survivor,
it's a game for $2 million,
right?
probably $2 million.
Yeah, I mean, you could even pull a Russell and burn their socks.
Yeah.
And fire
Would
them while they're
you?
sleeping.
That would be if we'd have a real Russell. What's the closest Russell female Russell? Do y'all think?
Like as far as strategy of the game and play of the game?
To tell you the truth, I think the best female Russell would be Chaos Cass.
I got one that could have been, but she got a raw deal on her season. You played with her.
Who? Laura?
Stephanie Valencia.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
I think if she got a chance, she could have been a female rookie. She wanted it. You were her favorite player. She wanted to play like you.
Yeah, she said that me and Poverty made a love child, and it was her.
That's awesome. Yeah, Corinne too. She was pretty villainous.
Corinne, but she's a villain, I think she can play the game, but she sees herself not as strategic as she should have been.
Yeah, and she was a very bold person, a very bold personality, but you were a lot more fun to watch. She didn't have as much of the personality side going for her.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, I think
you kind of knew what was coming with her.
Yeah.
We're like watching you. It was always a surprise.
Well, they liked me. Next. People said my social game was bad, but they all really liked me.
Yeah.
So that's why they never wanted to vote me out. Jason and Mick and all my team, there's no way they'd have put my name down.
Yeah.
And then Shambo. You took two of them with you, so they couldn't vote for you. So.
Well, but I was thinking that today. I was thinking about Tex and Laura and just one sentence saying Shambo, Mick, and myself. Who wins?
Shambo.
I think it's Shambo. But they hated Shambo.
You or Shambo.
If there's a chance to vote one of their tribe to win and not one of the Foa,
right?
They take it.
If it's a final two, and it's Jason and me, who wins?
That's close. That's a close one.
Maybe Jason.
I mean, all the games
just are because they would still.
They hated him though. They was like, you ain't doing nothing. You're worthless.
Yeah, I mean that's true. You should have won. Period. They weren't voting. They weren't voting by who played the game best. They were a bunch of Karens that should have put your name down.
So if Jason wins, is he a better winner than Natalie? If Jason wins?
There you go. I mean, that's the point. Is by saying when Laura says Natalie votes for Natalie, that means that she's saying Natalie is better than her too. Natalie outplayed you, Laura. So you okay with saying Natalie is way better than me? Or Russell is better than me? That's what you have to put that in perspective. The bad thing about that whole thing, and I don't want to go off on me playing and this about me, but they had their vote set before we read her speech. They was trying to split the vote to where I didn't even get second place at Ponderosa. Before anybody said anything, before Natalie made her speech, before I made my speech, before Eric said what he said, they was trying to make it to where I was third place. But it was too risky because they knew I was getting 2 votes. It was too risky, so they went ahead and just all voted for. So, Anyway, so we're going to talk a little bit, guys, about Big Brother and the rumors with Big Brother. Like what's happening. I think it's about to happen. That's going to be exciting when it does because we can start this thing going right the podcast and YouTube channel.
Yeah, I was hoping y'all had a little bit of info on
Yeah, I
that.
think Cameron has a little bit of something. What you got
Feel
for us,
it.
Cameron?
I mean, it just I read the rumors, read the articles and stuff. It's probably gonna be pushed back a few more weeks because California is going into another lockdown. So getting people into the state, into the city through quarantine, they're not gonna be able to do it. So it's probably gonna be beginning of August before they can actually start quarantine. That's right now what they're saying. That it's kind of like a preemptive thing. But what I was watching is Dan Giesling. He's got Big Brother fans all fired up right now. So what happened is Dan has a Twitch channel that has a lot of viewers. Big Brother faithful, they watch him, and he disappeared for a week in the beginning of July. Right, the first week of July, he disappeared. So everybody goes, "Oh my God, they're in quarantine! They're in quarantine!
Yeah.
The season's going to start because they're supposed to be in quarantine for 2 weeks. The season's going to start in 2 weeks." And then an announcement comes up on his Twitch page, says, "I have an announcement." And there's Dan. Like he comes back, and there's Dan, and he plays this video where it's him and Dr. Will's face are in this car, and they're driving around. And then there's all these innuendos about Big Brother and playing. And he comes back, and then he tells him, he goes, "Hey, guys, I'm not playing." And he tells him, "I'm not playing." But there's so many levels to this, right? So every year he takes a week-long vacation at the beginning of July. It just happened to line up with his family. He takes a week off, and he didn't tell anybody. And the other one is he could easily be, and this is just the conspiracy theorist in me, he could easily be in a hotel room doing his Twitch channel.
Oh, yeah. They would allow that too. They'd be like, go ahead and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, but he made an announcement. He said, "Hey guys, I'm going to be coming out with videos all summer long." Okay, so all summer long. I don't know, when does summer end? What month? Is it August? It ends in August?
I don't even know. When's the end of summer?
Summer ends?
August.
If they're going into quarantine the first or second week of August, the game don't start until the end of summer.
Yeah, you're saying he can still post through the summer.
Right. So, and that's just what Dan does. He's just messing with people. So I'm still pretty sure he's going to play. He got asked a question as well. They said, "Dan, would you ever go back and play again?" He almost slipped up and he said something like, "Oh, I don't know if I can answer that just yet." So he's playing that game where he doesn't know. He doesn't want people
Are they all playing that game? Because I was shocked to see the same type of thing with Evil Dick. Did you see that?
The bag? The Big Brother bag?
Well, that and him saying that for 3 months or so, his stuff's going to be pre-recorded.
Dick's just playing with people.
He's messing.
Yeah, he's just playing.
He wouldn't be allowed to say that.
But I don't know if everybody's like, because of the HIVs, test positive for HIV. That's well known.
Really?
You didn't know that? Yeah. Yeah.
He got pulled out of the game for it.
So, but
Gosh.
it's like they don't do anything to where they're going to bleed in challenges or anything like that. And if they did, anytime somebody does, they shut down, like even in basketball or any kind of sports, they shut it down. They take care of that immediately. So why couldn't he play? Is it too much of a risk?
Yes. Yeah, because you just don't know. With some of those challenges, sometimes they can get physical. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Not worth the risk.
I mean, they can make it to where it's not, though, where you're staying away, a certain distance, almost like the quarantine thing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they had already had it planned out, and like they didn't want to have to plan all the way around that, because that's something you got to make sure.
Yeah.
And then getting people to actually, and this sounds bad,
right.
but getting people to actually play in a house with somebody who has HIV, that might be a hard sell too. Like,
well, that's people in the 80s were super scared to even be around. The times have changed. You even had Magic Johnson actually playing ball with them knowing it, playing basketball with them knowing. So if you can do something like that and be okay with it, like the people that want to, like they had a thing that went down with what's his name, Rance.
Zach Rance,
talking smack, and then they got in a little scuffle at Give Kids the World reunion. I'm thinking, you're gonna fight Evil Dick? You're really gonna fight Evil Dick? Like, you're really gonna punch him and blood flying everywhere? No, I'm not messing with that. So, but yeah, like you don't think before you do something like that.
Well, especially now, they're not going to.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine they could make it work. It's been what, 9 years since that happened. So I don't know, maybe 9-10 years. They have the ability now to let somebody in the house as long as you let somebody know. I mean, I'm no doctor, I don't know, but I imagine there's a way they could make it
maybe
work.
other people.
Well, I know that they check like STDs. They check all that. You can't go in the house. Yeah, especially Big Brother, because they're like
that's how they found that with Dick was he went to the house and they did the testing. He was in the house for I think a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, I think. And he went to the diary room and disappeared. Nobody in the house knew where he went. He went to the diary room and didn't come back.
Yeah.
And,
I wonder if he found out himself, like right there.
I don't want to speak for him. I mean, he has a platform. He has a big following. I don't want to speak for him. I judging by what he said and how he reacted to it and how kind of just secretive he was about it, I think he found out at that moment too, and he was very reserved, because I remember he put out a story saying that a family member of his just found out they got sick and he had to come out of the game and he had to take care of them, and he'll never say who the family member is. Don't ask anymore. I think he was in a state of shock and he wasn't really sure how to react to it. So. I mean, I don't want to speak for him. I'm sure he's told people how he felt.
Well, no, he went public with it when he was on that other show.
Yeah, Marriage Boot Camp.
Boot. Whatever. Was it Marriage Boot?
Marriage Boot Camp.
Boot Camp.
Yeah. Thank God. Shoot, I was about to do that with we were divorced and already we was both completely separated and wasn't going to get back together. But I was like, Melanie, it's $100,000 a piece. Can we just act for 6 weeks? Like, let's just go in there. And she was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody. And we decided not to do it anyway. But $100,000, we just go in there and just fight. You know,
scream and yell at each other, and then go into another room.
Win money just to fight.
It was. She was about to say yes.
That'd be some easy money.
Oh yeah.
But it's also been confirmed though, Big Brother, that it is going to be an all-star season. That's come out. They pretty much confirmed that it's going to be an all-star season. All the reports. Julie Chen's made some statements. CBS has made some statements. So some producers on the show have said some things. So it's pretty much all-stars.
What if it's all all-stars and just a couple of Survivor all-stars? Huh?
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. If I said I was going into Big Brother house, I wonder how viral that would go. This clip would be like, Russell might be going. Oh, by the way, guys, this summer we're going to be pre-recording episodes.
It's a pre-recording.
Everybody
will be here until the end of the summer, and he has a business trip he has to go take.
I wonder if I would, because you can do showmances on that show and go far in the game. Like, it's weird because on Survivor you can't.
Oh, you can in Survivor. You can.
Well, you can, but they gun for you. Like they gun for me, Stephanie, and Krista. They gun for Andrea and Rob. Seeing what happened with me and Parvati, so he immediately gunned for Andrea and what was his name?
Matt. Yeah.
So. Because he's like, and I remember one of his interviews, he said, super dangerous. It's a super dangerous thing. He does the same thing, though. Rob does the same thing. He aligns with the girl. Amber, Parvati, he does the same thing.
Right. He did it his first season of Marquesas, that girl that rode in on the raft. What was her name? I think it was Sarah. I think Sarah was her name, maybe.
Right. I'm going to just have to cuddle up with some dude because there ain't no way I can do it with a girl. No way. Unless Haley's there, then I can cuddle up with her.
Yeah.
I'll get Phil's permission.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, anything for the million, right? Anything for the million. Or wait, are they keeping it 2 million?
If it's some sort of all-stars, they would have to make it 2 million. I text, going back to the Big Brother thing, I text Cass and said, "I will be the first person to conceive a baby in the Big Brother house."
Russ will make
I
the
am
first Big Brother baby.
I am 100% single and ready to mingle. Just saying.
Oh man, I don't think we need that. They got 24-hour cameras, Russ, so I don't think we need any of that, man. I don't think.
They'll
Even in the bath, I'll take it to the bathroom. Take it to the bathroom.
They're supposedly in the bathroom, right?
Yeah, because let me tell you, we're speaking about Evil Dick. He is not afraid to screenshot you and all your glory and put it
sell it after the show
and put it on the internet. Yeah. So you just got to be mentally ready.
I mean, they all do it anyway. I mean, you see the covers popping up and down. I mean,
yeah,
they get nasty under the sheet.
Turn your mic off.
Do you get one certain CD, right? One person to listen to. That's it.
You get one like set of headphones and music, and you only get it when you're HOH.
Okay, so what music would you choose? What would be the artist you choose, Haley? You first.
Hoosier or Post Malone, probably.
Mine would be Post Malone. Post Malone.
Yours what?
Can you make a mixtape or mix CD or whatever nowadays?
That'd be nice.
And just have several of it.
So they're only allowed
one artist.
Really? Can they share?
Yeah, you can share your music. Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's sometimes people be laying in the bed when there's nothing going on. That one will have an earphone in, the other have the other earphone in.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a gameplay move too, like who you share your music with. Like, hey, I shared my music with you.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get? Hey, you got HOH this week. Can I get some of those?
Is it really? Is it that?
I swear, it's a bonding moment. Like it's a bonding thing because when you're in the house, you're deprived. You're deprived of TV, music. You can't sing. You can't do anything.
So when I play Big Brother, Showtime's picking it back up.
Yeah, like you'll watch I don't know if you guys have ever seen After Dark, but when I used to watch it, like people would start singing songs like they sing Happy Birthday or something like that, and the loudspeaker, the Big Brother guy, come out and say, Russell, stop that.
Stop that.
Yeah. Russell, diary room. Russell, stop.
Stop that. Back to your car. Everybody in their corners.
Like the funniest one.
Get in your own bed.
I feel like we're talking about this guy a lot, but it just happens to be that way. But the funniest one was in Big Brother 8 when sometimes the Big Brother guy messes with the house guests, like just to have fun with them. And Evil Dick and Danielle were in the house together, and Evil Dick was like in the diary room talking, and Danielle was saying something, and so the guy came over the speaker, and he goes, Danielle, quit being a dick. It was funny, but yeah, so the music, you can share it, and that's how sometimes people form alliances. They get in the HOH, they share snacks, they share headphones, they share the bathroom. The bathroom's a big deal.
It creates a bond. I mean,
the bathroom.
Yeah, you get the bathroom.
I would have. It would be so crazy. I'm telling you. First of all, I'd be in the best shape of my life. I ain't going in there, tubble-lord out. I'm gonna be in shape, and I get in shape fast, but with my doctor's help. But anyway, yes, I get in shape super fast, and I can do it. I'd go in there, get in shape, and I'd be walking around butt naked.
They need to hire a good.
I'll be like, hey, you guys watching After Dark? I don't care. I'll make them use that blur all show.
Cameron, aren't you trying to get on that show? You might want to make sure you're not on the same.
I would be there in the middle of the night, 4 o'clock in the morning, with only camera there, butt naked, and trying to get away from the blur.
Just
putting the blur guy to work. He's like,
yeah, putting the blur guy to work.
I need none of this in my life. Like I need none of that.
I'd be
like people are tuning in to see like the strategy that they don't see on the show, and all they see is Russell naked behind running around the HOH room. That's not what we need.
They would make something up. Russell would have HIV. Gotta go. You find out later you didn't have it. Like what?
Right. No, I just it's just it's fun. I would just have fun, man. I would have fun in that house.
he would be naked and have fun.
Well, you're also,
And
and this isn't a slight.
And bake babies.
You're older.
He's got it all planned out.
You're older than who they normally cast in Big Brother, so
Right.
you'd be able to go in there and have a good time and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of times, Big Brother's younger people. They're people that are from like 22.
That's even better. That's even
28.
better. I'd be like, "So, how old are you, baby? How old are you, baby?" She'd be like, "I'm 21." Perfect. Perfect.
Legal.
And you know what they'll do in that show in Big Brother? They'll be like, "And who do you vote to evict?" They'll be Russell. That's what Russell will be walking.
Well, let me tell you how it works. If you're not creepy, super creepy. When I play, the young pretty girls always align with me. Why? When you act
if you're
like
running around naked making babies,
right.
you might not have that same kind of luck up there.
No, but if you act like you like
Might
someone.
come off as creepy.
So let's say you're single, Haley, and I act like I'm liking you, which I wouldn't act like it. You're beautiful. You'd be the one I take to the end. So let's say that I'm like, okay, Haley, okay, let's make babies. No, I wouldn't say that. No, let's just say I'd be like, acting like I like you, like you the whole time you're thinking, oh, this guy's into me. I'm not saying I like you. You just think that. Would you vote me out? Of course you wouldn't, because in your mind you're like, why would I vote him out? He's not putting my name down. He's into me.
Ben,
So, see what I'm saying?
Naked when you're doing this, or
that would be up.
Does that help or hurt the cause?
That would be up to you. That would be up to you.
This has gone off the rails. We're off the rails here.
But still, look at my track record with the young pretty girls.
Yeah.
They align with me. Why? Because they trust me.
Yeah, you seem like a trustworthy guy.
So I'm gonna take you to the end.
Yeah.
Baby's enough.
Well, and I mean, in a way, it's a strategic move because
it is a 100%. No, not in a way.
Yeah,
it is why I do it.
You're gonna go far. They see everybody likes you, so why wouldn't you? I mean, if you're playing a game, why wouldn't you?
No, you have to. If this is what I would think, if this person, if somebody was really into me, yeah, if somebody's really into me, then why would I vote them out? Why? Because they're not going to put your name down. So It's almost like the Tyson move. Where I got Tyson to do something without actually telling them. Like if I went up to Haley and said, "Hey, I really like you," just a bunch of bull. Just going up to her, "Here's my music. I think I'm falling for you. I don't want to. I want to step away. I can't do that." But if I'm telling you that and saying, "Look, I want to stay friends, but I'm feeling a little tingly inside my tummy for you."
Tingling in my tummy.
Anyway, you're not going to vote me out, right? No way. Why would you?
One of my favorite lines that you've ever said, like
tingly inside my tummy.
Ride him like a horse.
That in the Big Brother house, that takes a whole new meaning.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
You need to clip this and tweet it to casting and say, "Hey, this is what
watching. They're watching. Like, why wouldn't you want me in that house?"
Right now, going, we need a second. We need to think this through.
And if it would be me, it could be a bunch of new people. Because I've never played before. I'm new to the game.
And a good thing about that is Big Brother players, and listen, I don't mean to be rude, they're usually young and pretty clueless.
I was very surprised. Like, I've only seen the one season, but everybody's so young. I was kind of.
And they're kind of clueless. A lot of them don't have jobs. Yeah, they don't have jobs. They don't really watch.
Nobody has jobs. Yeah. They cast people without.
If they got like people from 20s, 30s.
If you have to get someone that's not married, the older generation. If you only have one or two of the older generation not married, and just people would think it's creepy, but if he's flirting, I mean, it's like Joe Biden in there.
That's creepy, all right.
Smelling everybody's hair.
Old Joe, have y'all heard him talk about he loves for little kids to rub the hair on his legs?
That's weird.
He did. Straight
Oh, I heard him.
now.
Oh, I heard it.
He be
I heard
asking
that.
all the ladies, do y'all want to see my hairy legs?
Oh wow.
Russell, don't do it.
He has a few years. He has a few years on me, and I would never say there's a way to play that role, and there's a way not to. The way he does it is the way you don't play that role. The way I play it would be a little bit more charming instead of creepy.
Okay, so
Russell, you already said you were going to be naked and wiggling around for the flirt.
No, that's for you guys, the viewers. If I'm in the house with you, I'm not gonna.
You're doing that for us, Russell.
Yes,
how,
I'm doing
how
that.
Nice of you.
I'm doing that for camera.
Thank you. Like that's every night when I tune in, I can't wait until I see Russell play with the blur. Like that's just what I can't wait for.
Because I know if I do it just running around, I don't know, maybe they'll keep me around because I'm just crazy.
That could be. But
if I do that, my chances with hooking up with Haley would probably go down. It'd be like, phew.
But your Manscaped sales go up.
Look.
There it is.
Oh, that's what I would do it for.
There it is.
You could get a tattoo.
I would do it for. I could do it. I could do it and say the reason I can do this, and get with the blur going back and forth. A sponsored Manscaped video, and I can try to get the blur away so people actually could see what Manscaped has done for me.
We're gonna need a blur
Manscaping after dark. It's not Big Brother after dark no more. It's Manscaping after dark.
And by the way, if you want your Manscaped, you can get one 20% off promo code Hantz. And you can get ball toner. Did you tell Phil about the ball toner, Haley?
You still haven't used it.
I still haven't used it. It's still in the wrapper.
Take the wrapper off.
No, because I am transparent. When I use it, you will know. But I'm waiting for a special occasion to use it. I mean, what am I going to do? Sniff my own balls? That's hard to do. What am I going to do?
Saving that for the cruise trip.
Oh, man.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to work. I can't tell you myself. If I could tell you that, I'd stay home a lot.
You got to do before and after pics.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so no, I'm sending you. I need your address, Haley, so I can send it. You can spray up Phil's ladies down there.
Send it. He can be the guinea pig.
You can just hold it up.
Yeah, he can have mine too. He can have mine too.
Did he send you some?
No, he got some. Cameron has he got the whole thing.
Yeah, I got the man purse. I got the man purse. I got the man panties.
This is perfect. This man purse
is nice. You didn't show the bag. That is high quality.
No, it's good.
I like it.
Leather.
And then I read the newspaper.
You read it?
Did you read the newspaper?
No, but I need to. Let me see.
Russell, you gotta read it.
I also Manscaped sends you a crossword puzzle. Did you do the crossword puzzle?
Wow, that is cool. Make them the best.
Yeah, I did the crossword. I read the news. Newspaper.
You did the crossword puzzle in the paper?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Russell,
you took full advantage of it.
I bought the whole package. I bought the whole package. I'm going to use it all
on your package.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Or order round 2.
That is the best. We are, by the way, guys. Manscaped has officially sponsored the Russell Hantz Show.
Yeah.
I would do this for fun, like talk about this because it's fun, but we're sponsored. So if you want to support us more, DM me, tell me you support us. I would, let me know. Become a patron, and I'll help you get on Survivor. DM me. Promo code Hantz, you get 20% off that thing. And then you can go on the ship to survive the. We are all three now. Haley is now going on the cruise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open this on the cruise. Somebody's gonna get the
Is it gonna
perks of
be?
this.
This might be a weird question, but does it
He's gonna
expire?
just run around in pants, people.
Does that expire?
You know what? I'm gonna be in such good shape. I'm walking around in my Manny's from Manscaped.
You know what, Russell? You know what we should do?
Manny's night.
Manny's
You know
night.
what we should do?
Yeah.
If I don't know if you want to answer this on the YouTube live, but would you say how much you weigh right now?
I'm 230 right now.
You're 230 at 5'6"?
Yes.
No, I'm not. Just the way you said that was funny. I'm not laughing.
No, you can laugh. No, I guarantee you. I'll guarantee you this.
Yes.
By the cruise, I'll be 175.
No, that's what I was gonna say. That's what
And I guarantee I am shredded at 175. You'll see abs by the cruise.
I was gonna say I need to get in shape as well
because I plan on using this.
Maybe we could have a little weight loss challenge, possibly.
Ooh,
it's impossible to beat me. Impossible.
I got a lot of weight to lose.
Impossible. Because I'm transparent. I ain't gonna lie. I got help from my doctor. Like I got some good stuff.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have the doctor.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm testing this. I'm not opening this, Haley, until the cruise.
Okay.
And what I'm showing right now for you podcasters listening is the ball toner. I'm not opening the ball toner because some lucky girl is going to get to try this out on the cruise.
You mean, okay.
Some very lucky girl.
So you're going to find a girl that
I'm going to find a girl
you don't know.
Russell,
and you're going to pull out the toner and apply it for them.
I might know them.
If you find a girl and bring her back to your room and ask her to use that on you, you're probably going to lose her.
No way. Not me.
That shit already been done.
If she's already, no, this is a toner. The shave's already going to be taken care of.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, can you do me a favor and spray my body?
I don't know if this is true, but I feel like Russell may have been in worse situations with women. He can recover from this one. Like
I'm recover. If they are coming to my room in the first place, that's a positive.
They'll be ready to help you tone. They'll be willing to do anything
to help me tone. And it might be a lucky patron.
Watch out, girls.
Oh man.
Watch out, girls. You might have to help Russell tone.
It's one of the perks of being a patron. But
Yep.
Okay, so I'm looking.
The perks of being a patron, getting the toner on.
That's for only the 25 package and up. Gotta pay a little more if you want
to. That's the 25 package and up. You can help me tone. Become a patron.
You can only do the deodorizer for the $5
package. But seriously, this is how we are in our Patreon group. Like this is how the group is. It's like really a tight family oriented, having fun. We joke around quite a bit. So, if you want to be a patron and be part of what we have going on, you can just check it out in the link below.
That's how it is right now. However, we do have a Survivor game that's ending soon, and we are going to do a player performance. So we're going to see how strong some of these people are.
Well, I think it'll be fine. We're going to do that when we do the reunion thing. We playing against Fair Play's Patreon group. When we do the live reunion with everybody there, I think it's going to be fun. We're going to make it fun.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a
blast. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It'll be fun.
Cody said he's lowering his package to the $10. He said he doesn't want to run the risk.
It's not mandatory.
It's too much of a
risk. It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory. I think that I'm so comfortable and close with. Look, is there such a thing, Haley, that I can have so good a friend that would actually not a guy. Not a guy. I'm not doing that. I'm not raising my. I'm not raising. I'm not raising my lady friends for a dude. But is it possible that you can have such a good friend in a female that would spray this on just to see what it does? That's what we want to know. What it does.
Hey, curiosity can have people doing all kind of things.
Maybe we can get Denise to spray it on for me.
There you go.
I'm just
might be the one task
Denise
she turns
does
down.
a lot for you, but I think she'd probably draw the line there.
I don't know. I mean, what you gonna do for your people, for your friends? You gotta. Yeah, that's all it is. Hey, Haley, there's only a couple of motions.
And then watch with curiosity.
Watch what Evan would just stare. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna? No, that wouldn't happen. You'd be standing back. Stand back. Stand back.
I'm ready. Whatever happens.
Right. You
I
can spray
want to
them.
try it for the first time on the cruise. We don't want any type of like allergic reactions or anything.
That would be messed up if you see me walking like a duck out the room. What's wrong, Russell? I sprayed that damn toner on me.
Not only are they toned, but they're.
But
No,
seriously, it has a light and everything. This thing's legit.
I think it's actually hypoallergenic, but
A what?
Yeah, so let's transition here.
Okay.
let's transition to the top 100.
We have a new patron in the house. Appreciate it, man. Is that a new? Is that new?
I'm not sure.
No, it's not. No, he's an old patron. He's old.
I recognize that name.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So So we have the two lists. We have 100 through 91 and 90 through 81. So as I was writing them down, I decided that there were a couple of people, and full disclosure, I haven't watched the entire video yet. So I was going to do that this weekend. But looking at the list, there's a couple of people that I feel got a little bit of disrespect, and I'm just going to name who I think they are.
Okay.
I think Troyzan is massively disrespected here.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him.
I had him in the 80s, the high 80s. So
I'm thinking 70s. I'm thinking 70s Troyzan.
Oh, okay.
That's just me. I understand different opinions, because I think he has some good gameplay. He's got a good character.
It was fun to watch. He was good for TV.
Right. So I had him right. I think I had him right, but I think Phil from the specialist, I don't think he had him on his list at all, and that messed him. It brought him down.
Listen, I follow Phil on Twitter. Listen, I like Phil, good guy. His list bothers me a little bit.
He's a smart guy though. Smart guy.
He has different tastes than me. He has different tastes than me. We know I'm a Stephanie LaGrossa truther. He doesn't like Stephanie LaGrossa that much.
Right.
So, but that was the one. Haley, what about you? 100 to 91. What would you say is the one that you think stood out
that was too low, or there was surprisingly they were even in there?
Surprise, like too low for me. Troyzan was too low for me.
Well, I even think Laura was a little low. I agree with Russell. I think that she would have went really far in the game if he hadn't have pulled that on her.
If I wasn't there, Laura wins. If I wasn't there, if Russell Hantz wasn't there, Laura wins.
Yeah, because she played a very strategic game. She really gave her all in the challenges. She was entertaining to watch. I was kind of surprised to see her at 99. I mean, both 100 and 99 I was pretty surprised with.
Yeah.
Even Boo at 97, I was like, man, but it's a tough. I mean, you're talking the top 100. And
almost 700 survivors. Yeah.
Yeah, what, 640 or something? I mean, that's hard. So, let's see.
Where did you have Laura, Russell?
Yeah, Russell, where'd you have
That's
him
gonna be
at?
hard for me to answer that question. Let me.
And did the same thing
I'll bring
happen
it.
to
I'll bring
her
it up. Let me see.
as did the same thing happen to her as Choisin? Was she just not on somebody's list, or were y'all all about the same with her? Because I thought she was a really good player.
Laura,
Yes.
I think she had to be to where she wasn't on a few people's list. Let me
That's
see.
crazy if she's not on lists. Like, that's kind
I
of crazy.
know, because she did good.
Okay, here it is. Let's see. I had Laura. I could say what I have them now because where is she? Well, so she must not have been on a few people's list.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and y'all got like Kenny at 91. The gamer.
That's a good. I think that's a good spot for Kenny, though. I think it's a good spot for
Yeah,
him.
but back to Laura. I mean, I thought she definitely was a better player than Kenny. So I kind of think they should have swapped places there. I mean, he was a good player, but again, I would think that Troyzan and Laura would have made it farther, was better than Kenny. So that surprised me too at 91.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm looking at 98 as well. Bobby John. I liked Bobby John when he played. He played 2 times. He kind of begged for his way on the jury the second time he played. So so that was a little bit of a dark spot for me. I'm surprised he made the list because he didn't really do a whole lot. He was a character.
Yeah,
him and Jamie.
It was very fun to watch, but he didn't really play the game a whole lot.
Right. So if you're going the character route, I guess he barely makes the list. So I'm assuming some people want some character routes, but
yeah,
no, you have to go the character route. If you don't do that, then you can't even put Rupert on the list.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, people are weighting it different. Like, you're going to have characters on every list, but people are weighting characters more so than strategic play, right? And then other people are rating strategic play more so than the character.
Yeah.
So,
right. Who else we got?
That's why it was good that it was a group of people that did this.
Right.
I think
because everybody's looking at it from a different point of view.
Still in that same range. I think Chris Underwood is way too high. I think he is.
Do you think that Chris should be the only winner not on the list?
No, I think he should be 100 because I'm not going to punish him for winning a season that he had no control over, right? Like when he goes out there, he doesn't know there's going to be an edge of extinction. He doesn't know that he's going to be voted. He played the hand he was dealt, right? Like sure, he got voted out early, but it was part of the game. So he won the game. You can't take that away from him. But I wouldn't leave him off the list, but I put him at 100 because you have to have all the winners on here. Whether you like them or not, they won the game. They have to be on the list.
Where is
Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to see where in the world is he on my list? Who's next while I'm looking?
Oh no, that's just the people that I noticed that kind of stood out a little bit. I like Shane Powers quite a bit as a character. I thought he would be a little bit higher than 95.
Right.
I thought he'd be just a little bit higher because he has some pretty iconic moments as far as a character is concerned. One of my favorite being when he forced Suri to diagnose him on the fly. That's one of my favorite moments. Yeah,
I actually had Chris at 96. What did he end up?
He's at 92.
So I had him a little lower than that.
I feel like 95 and up, I would have swapped them with the 90 to 95. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I could see that. Yeah.
In my opinion.
But that's what stood out for me on that list, on the 100 to 91. If you were to go over to 90 to 81, a couple of people I had to think back, or actually just one. I had to think back on who they were. And then once I saw them, I remembered who they were and how they played. Devin Pinto. It took me a second, but I remember who they were. So.
I was the same way. A couple of them, I was like, I don't even remember that person. I hate to say
You don't remember Devin?
Danielle. I didn't remember Danielle at 85.
Oh, you don't know Danielle?
Yeah. Danielle.
I don't know why, but I didn't.
Yeah. She was Cook Islands and then Heroes and Villains with Russell.
Okay, so I thought that Christian should have been a little higher on the list. He really did play the game, and all his weirdness and the way he talked nonstop. Like,
yeah,
he played it like he wasn't. I don't know what I'm trying to say. He played the game more than I think people realize because he kind of hid it a little bit in all of his being out there. but he was one of our favorites to watch. And he was a genius. I mean, really and truly.
I'm curious. I'm indifferent on Christian. I never understood the appeal. I'm not saying he's a bad player, and I don't like him. I'm just saying, watching him play the game, he was there. Like, he played the game. He made moves, but he wasn't somebody that I was like, oh my God, if he goes, then the season.
It's crazy because my honorable mention, I had Keith. I didn't even have him in my top 100.
Are you talking about Keith May?
Yeah, and I even had Wu in my honorable mention.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He wasn't in my top 100.
Yeah, I could see Wu not making it.
I had Natalie White.
Yeah, he was fun to
in
watch.
my honorable mention.
You didn't put a winner in the 100?
That doesn't mean she's not going to be in the 100, but I didn't put her.
No, I'm not talking about this. I'm saying your list. You didn't put a winner in your top 100.
Natalie White's the only winner I didn't put in the 100.
So you think Chris Underwood's a better winner than Natalie White?
I think Chris Underwood's a better. He had one of the best tribal counts. One of their episode was one of the best in the history of the game. So could Natalie have done anything like that? No. Chris Underwood is a better winner than Natalie White.
But she didn't get voted out. Chris did.
Yeah, but Chris came back and did what he had to do to win the game.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that.
And he actually made moves to win the game.
Exactly.
Natalie didn't make any moves whatsoever. And when he got voted out, he went over there and he did what he had to do to make them like him. His social aspect started working immediately. Right. If I would have gotten voted out and I'm sitting over there, that's why I don't understand Natalie Anderson. Why did she do what she did? Why did she separate some people? We're hearing interview after interview saying that she separated herself from some people at edge of extinction. Why would you do that? These are the people that's going to vote.
Right.
Did they, this might be a dumb question, but I can't remember. Did they know ahead of time that all of them are making the jury?
Yes.
Yeah.
They knew they were all voting. Yes.
Then that's even worse of a move by her, because I could see the fact that if she thought maybe that she don't have to deal with them, she gets back in the game and none of them have to vote for her. Like, I could see where it'd be okay, like not okay, but it'd be better. But if you know they're going to vote at the end of the game and you're still distancing yourself like that, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, because that's when you kick in that social game. You don't have to play anymore. You just kick in. You take each and every individual and you spend time with them, hours and hours of the day, becoming their friend.
Yeah. You have to.
And she didn't do that. And then Chris did. So, yes, he got voted out, but he went there and he started making friends. He knew that these are the people that's about to vote for me. But what's not fair about it, what's one thing not fair about it, is everybody there was telling him what he needed to do to win. So they was giving him his blueprint. Hey, you need to make fire. You have to make fire and win to win this game. You have to do this to win, to end up winning. So he's sitting over there with people talking about what they need to do to get back in the game. If they do get back in the game, this is what you need to do to win. So they're all sitting in a gang of people telling each other what you have to do for them to vote for you. That's never happened in the history of the game. It's kind of unfair. It's unfair. It's not kind of unfair. It is unfair.
Right.
So
you didn't have to make the decisions for yourself.
So then he goes in there and yes, he's going to give up his stuff and make fire because he knows all these people that's voting for him, they all sat there at campfire saying, you're going to have to do this to win the game.
Right.
So it's not like it came from his mind. It came from everyone to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of had a coach.
Yep. Coach.
Which is unfair.
Yeah, I'm not shocked that. Well, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I am shocked that Zeke was not higher on the list. I don't mind him at 83 there, but I thought for sure tons of people like Zeke. They like the game. They like his gameplay. They like his character. I thought for sure Zeke would be higher.
He was very entertaining to watch. He played the game. He stayed busy.
He handled one of the most ridiculous moments in the history of Survivor better than anybody could have ever handled it.
Oh, that was very very good. How Zeke took that in and didn't even flinch. You know, he was just solid as a rock, and that was impressive. He didn't break down, nothing. And you have to give him credit for that. He could have went further on the list for sure. I would have been okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Plus,
my
he has
boy,
a long mustache, so you know.
What
my
did
boy,
Zeke, what did Zeke come at?
83.
Okay.
So you didn't have Keith at all on your list?
I love Keek on the. He was on my honorable mention.
Wow. My husband was hoping he would win. He was rooting for him.
Oh, I love
He loved
Keith.
him. He loved
No,
him.
he's wonderful. Keith's a great. He's the kind of guy that I would love to play that game with,
Yeah. He
and
played
just
his heart out.
the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
Strategically with Keith. It's just like, he's the kind of guy that give you his word and you can almost bank on it.
Oh, you can absolutely bank on it.
All right.
He went into tribal knowing that things had changed, and he still looked at everybody and said, "I say stick to the plan." and he knew, like he had to know nobody's changing, nobody's sticking to the plan. He's the only one that's still voting as they thought they were going.
I say stick to the plan.
Oh man, I like Keith. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
He was
So his son was like, we put a little bit in the top 100 with his son saying, your time is over. Your time is done. He's like, what do you mean my time is over? It's like, you're about as smart as that rock right there. Or something like that.
Yeah. And then when Wes, I actually went to school with Wes briefly for a year and a half. I went to school with Wes at a college locally here. And that's who they are, man. They're funny people. They're laid back people. But when he said when Wes ate all those tacos, and Keith looks at him and goes, "Yep, that's my boy over there overloading." you see Wes down a margarita and try to lay down because he can't breathe no more.
So we have the next list is pretty intense. I like what we decided to do is when you're watching the list, the very opening. What did you think about this opening of the top 100 with Coach telling his story? Like just randomly telling a random story.
It was great.
I love Coach. I love listening to Coach.
He's
anything Coach does. So like I was telling you, I hadn't had a chance. I was going to watch it this weekend. I hadn't had a chance to go.
Oh, you didn't watch it? Oh, okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I went through and got the names just to see where they were ranked. I haven't watched it yet, and I was going to this weekend. Okay. When I stopped when I saw Coach on the beginning of that second video, and I watched his clip. I just stopped and I watched his clip.
So what we're doing is we're opening it with someone special every time. Like it was Kelly, and then it was Coach. So we're gonna open each episode with something like everybody's like, "Oh yes!" So everybody's wonder who he's gonna open it with this week, and then I wonder what Predidium, that YouTube guy, who is he gonna have this week? He's gonna have one person every week. So we're going. It's really fun to do. This one's gonna also. If you become a patron, you can watch the episode before it even drops. We preview the episode on the Patreon page. That's just one perk that we have of many. So you can go in there and watch that. This time I think it's going to be full. Usually when we're watching the clips and how it's being cut up because we don't have it finished yet. This time I think we're going to actually have it finished to where we can sit in there on the Patreon page. We can watch the entire episode. And we got a patron. You should be a patron, Timo. Is that Timo? Is that Timo? Is that how you say that? How you say that last name?
Groger.
Huh? But it's got them two things over that. Oh, I don't know.
It's German. Groger.
Groger.
Timo
Groger.
Yeah, that's it. And Timo Groger.
To finish out the 90 through 81. The list, another amount of disrespect that I see here is our beloved Philip Shepard.
Yeah.
You think that's disrespect? He was okay with it.
Philip was okay with being 81?
Yeah, he was proud.
Okay, well, maybe I have higher hopes for him then, but I think.
But no, I agree. I hear what you're saying.
Right, like
when it comes to character.
He would have said that regardless, whatever number he was, he would have said that. Yes, he was very fun to watch.
I have on the record, I have Philip at 55.
Oh, that's right where I would put him.
Like
I'd put him right there in the 50s.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
Everything about him.
Yeah, because you can't put him much higher because then you got to start kind of equating the strategy and the character mix. You know, he's the character, but he didn't quite have the strategy with it. So when you start getting into that 40s range, I feel like that's when you start incorporating a little bit more of the strategy into the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The top 50 is going to be, I think you cannot hate if you're in the top 50. I mean, it's pretty, you know, you got to be happy about that.
That's an honor. Yeah. Out of almost 700 people, that's an honor.
Right. Some people think they're better than most, though. So, and I had a few people that turned me down, like Andrea. She told me she don't want to do it. So it's like, you actually Andrea, you do know you do interviews. Like, I hope somebody needs to clip this and send it to her. You do interviews, like with survivors. So if I play again and you're up in the next line, you know I'm gonna keep walking. Or if we play together, I'm gonna remember that you can't help me out. I'm gonna remember that. Clip that, put it together, send it to her. Done.
Mike drop.
And you know what the first thing Russell's gonna do when they get out there and they're on the same tribe and he sees her? He goes, "Hey, Andrea, you know
how you doing? You know I love you. You know I love you."
They'd be warming up to her right away.
I just don't understand it. If anytime anybody ever asked me to do anything, I've done it for them. Anytime. It's just like with Eliza. We're on two totally different spectrums when it comes to what we believe in politics. But I believe in Eliza. So I donated to her, her district attorney thing. Because she asked for my support, I supported her.
That's good.
So it's like, you can't support me in the project I'm doing? Mm-hmm.
You'll remember that. Russell don't forget anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We gotta get to the bottom of that.
Get that mic drop? You seen that mic drop?
I saw it. I like the sound effect you did before the mic drop when you said that was her just disappearing.
Yeah.
Just disappeared. They may clip this in. They may clip this in, and then when she gets her torch snuffed, they kept me saying, and then she just disappears.
Your face just pops up.
Right.
That would be awesome.
Oh man. So okay. All right. Well, this was fun. I had a good time.
I enjoyed it.
We're gonna try to do this once a week. Have a little fun before Big Brother gets here. Then we'll be talking more about Big Brother. If you want to be part of the Patreon group, like I said, and if you want to take care of the ladies, this is really taking care of the ladies. When I say taking care of the ladies, that's what you're doing. That's the ladies and ladies. I mean,
my roommate said when that came in the mail. So I got the box and I opened it up, and I was like, "Hey man, check it out! Look what I got!" And he goes, "All right," I said, cool. I pull it out and he looks at it and he hits the power button and he goes, "They even give you a light."
You got a light. You even get a light. You got
like what are these people doing? Like, are they shaving in the dark? Like, why? Like, I don't understand what they need.
Shadows.
Well, sometimes you get, you need to see a little bit better down there.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of.
All them nooks and crannies. You gotta know what you're doing down there.
All them nooks and crannies. So you can get 20% off, and that's a legit deal by using promo code Hantz. Help us out.
I'm also going, as soon as I get done with here, if you guys like sports, I am going over to our Facebook page with Scott Webster, and we are breaking down, well, not really breaking down, but we're discussing what we like about UFC 251. I'm going to write up a couple of the fights and post them on the page and see how I do with that.
A lot of people don't know what we're doing here. We have a division of the Russell Hantz Show. This is sports division, TRHS Sports. So that's about you're going to hear more and more about that. Right now, you become a patron just on the reality TV part of it that we have now. You can become a patron. That's going to be $10 for the patrons once we start at the end of this month on the Patreon sports page. for free. So you can be a $5 member on one page and be on both pages for free. At the end of the month, it's going to be $10 to join the sports page. We're going to be talking fantasy sports dailies, fantasy, how to make money during the day, who's hurt, who's not, that type of thing. Gambling, if you like to gamble on sports. We're going to have professionals in their field talking about different things. So you need, and check out the YouTube channel, TRHS Sports on YouTube. You can subscribe to that, and then all of it's going to grow. I believe the sports page is going to be bigger than this, and that's fine. But we're going to keep this going too. The reality stuff is my what I do. So we're going to do this. We're going to do the sports thing again. $5. You could join both pages. At the end of this month, it's going to be $10 to join the Patreon page for the sports group. Just saying. So this is the best time to do it. Also, Manscaped, promo code Hantz, 20% off. We're sending the ball toner to Haley. I'm not opening this, Haley. Watch. I'm serious. I'm not opening this. When you see this opened, I just used it. I might even come down. From the cruise, and I'm gonna just put this on the bar, and I'm gonna walk away. It's like a mic drop. Put it on the bar, walk away. I just used it.
And Phil's gonna feel like he was just hooked up.
I'm not gonna say who I'm not a kiss and tell kind of guy, but I'm not gonna say which person actually got the benefits of using it on me.
I'm sure word will spread.
Word? No, it won't, because
we'll get around.
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
I'm ready. So, guys, we appreciate you guys. You can need to subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet. If you're listening on the on podcast, we appreciate that too, because this is going out on podcast, not only on YouTube. I appreciate you too for coming on. We always have fun when we do this. It's always a fun time for me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
And by the way, that's as inappropriate, because I even asked Haley, I texted her and I was like, listen, I want to make this professional, but sometimes we may be inappropriate on this channel when you're you're there, and I want to make it to where she's the kind of girl that I believe that will come back at you and say what's on her mind. So I wanted to make sure that it's okay, not only with her, with Phil, her husband, because I may say some inappropriate things. And she's like, how inappropriate? Like, what do we, like, where are we talking? What's the ballpark here?
Yeah, exactly.
So that right there, Haley, is probably as inappropriate. We'll never get like stupid, dumb, inappropriate stuff.
I actually had to block him because he was trying to send me before and after pics. But
yes. No, I'm just trying to send the before pic right now. Before.
No, he would
if
never.
I get a rash from this, I'm gonna be pissed.
Get on the cruise, just ruin your cruise, man.
I'm telling you, guys, if we have 30 rooms booked, I make no money. Look, on the cruise, when it comes to the cruise, our patrons, we have 30 rooms booked right now. I am spending over $5,000 with the Russell Hantz show to get rooms to bring more survivors and to do things like that. So I'm making no money when it comes to this cruise. I'm pushing it because I want people to see what type of family we have and things like that. But I'm telling you, on the cruise, when I use this, I'm going to just put it on the table. Just like that.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it while we're eating dinner. Like, just wait.
No, it's going to be a bore. It's going to be a bore.
Like, I don't want to be sitting there eating my lasagna and then you put the ball toner used on the table. Like, I just don't need that. You know?
It's going to be open, and I'm going to be like, Haley.
It worked.
It might be one of the violinists. Them girls are usually pretty hot on them ships.
Russell trying to get the crew now.
The crew is some of the crew. They're beautiful on these ships. The crew, yeah.
Somebody's gonna think it's like spray butter and put it on their food.
Oh, what a nightmare! What a nightmare that was.
Yeah, but I don't even know how do you know how this? Have you sprayed it on your hand? We're supposed to be ending this, but have you sprayed it on your hand and like smelled it?
I have not.
Do you know?
Mm-mm.
Look, I ain't even smelled the I gotta do.
Yeah, the deodorant is what we need to
Yeah.
know how that smells.
So I'll check
Because
this
some
out.
deodorants don't smell good. So that's not
It's a little dab of do you?
smell it. What are we talking here? Are we talking Axe body spray?
Oh, it smells like the aftershave from your grandpa.
That's good. That's good. Perfect.
Yeah, it's okay, but does it prevent, like, I wonder if it's like real deodorant prevents sweating and stuff like that.
I don't think. I don't know.
I don't know.
You got,
Does it say
gotta try it out.
antiperspirant ball deodorant on there?
I gotta try it out.
Yeah, y'all gotta.
I mean, how am I gonna smell it?
There's a way to answer all these
There's
questions. Just
there's
Like I said, Haley,
question. I don't know if you want them.
what I'm saying, if I could smell this, then I would be staying home a lot more.
smell.
I guess she don't get it, does she?
Oh, I don't think she does, but I got it.
Look, you just need to go ahead and give it a go.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna try it. I mean, but I won't be able to smell it, so I'll let you know. I'll get somebody to write up a resume after we're finished up. How it worked, how well it worked. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you guys for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like it. Of course, comment. All that stuff helps us. And our last comment of the day.
Jesus.
That is very inappropriate right there, Dylan.
If he can just have a couple of ribs removed, he can smell it himself, like you said.
A couple of ribs. All right, guys. Appreciate it and keep hope alive.